great chase trucks coming out from San Diego, just the people we've met over the years through racing. Obviously, like-minded individuals with racing. They've been absolutely wonderful to us. Off to my right shoulder, John Bosch, please raise your hand. He's the second driver there. We have Ryan Kaza, we have Brian Bosch, we have Jeff Bellis over here chasing. So either between co-drivers and chasers, there's a few guys at home, Jimmy Rowe and Billy McMahon and Todd Baxter and Travis Newtemple and Trevor Anderson. We've added Trevor Anderson from Gonzo Racing this year. He's running our San Felipe section. So Trevor and Gonzo Racing are no strangers to Baja. They won the Baja 1000 class winners in 2012. So very, very pleased to have them on board.
And you got quite a bit of experience out here. I know you've at least have 1,000 under your belt. How many times you been down here racing with Score?
So we've been down here. This is our third time. These guys have finished on a bike twice before that. So between the team collectively, we have a little bit of experience. We'll never say a lot. Obviously, we're upstate New Yorkers. Right now, there's about a foot of snow on the ground in New York. So as soon as we get the car put away, we'll bring out the sleds and head up to the Adirondacks.
There you go. Yeah, love it, the snow machines. But, you know, you talk about wet conditions. I don't know if you guys do much off-roading there. Do you guys do a lot of testing? I'm sure there's obviously some great places to off-road in New York, but it might be a good factor to be able to have that wet condition driving under your belt.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you can never emulate Baja. You just can't. Obviously, with the mountains and the rocks and the different varied terrain from sea level over in San Felipe to here, it's just so much different. Up in New York, obviously, we got a lot of farm fields in upstate. Obviously, the city is the city, but the Adirondacks, we have some mountains, farm fields. We tested on some motorcycle tracks, believe it or not. Just went over the whoops. But there again, it's hard to emulate Baja.
Yeah, nothing like it down here. I mean, that's why it is the World Desert Championship Series down here. And like you said, it's tough with no rain, but the rain is just going to add to it.
Yeah, absolutely. We prepare as much as we can. As soon as we got back last year, we started taking apart the car. And like I said, the team back there, a bunch of volunteers, there's a ton of people I've missed. Edit Dash is one of them. She does our website. I was just on the phone with her about an hour ago. She's so good to us with planning and stuff like that. So we're very lucky to have everyone back in New York. But to come down here, we really enjoy the Mexican people. They're so gracious to us. Last year, they helped us numerous times along the course. Our drive shaft dropped out. We flipped the car, ran out of gas. Our steering wheel came off. A Baja Challenge car, Roger, hit our front left-hand corner. But the Mexicans were there in a heartbeat to helped us flip it back over. Car number 1121, Dennis Hollenbach and those guys, class champions. They stopped and helped us flip the car back over. Armando Lopez, just awesome people to us. The people out in the middle of nowhere at O'Dark 30 when our transaxle drive shaft fell out into the desert. Two guys showed up in an F-150 and just grabbed the wrench out of my hand, got underneath the car with me and started fixing it. And I'm like, these guys are incredible. I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it. Just such good-hearted people. And make a long story short, the guy, I tried to pay him. He wouldn't take any money. And he said, I got your sticker. And I said, I don't have any stickers. It's race day. He goes, no, I got your sticker. I said, I don't have any. He goes, I got your sticker. He got my sticker at Contingency the day before he helped us. Just so ironic. He sat in our car, the day before he helped us out in the middle of nowhere. Just before I came down here, I had no idea, what Baja was going to be. And literally, they embrace you down here. I have a lot of love for the Mexican people. I truly do.
And that's the thing. You come down here, like, we do a lot of racing in the States over the years, a lot of that type of stuff, but nothing like down here in Baja. Not only the competitors, the camaraderie, as you said, the drivers will actually stop and help you, even though they're still racing, but the people down here, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about the vibe. We got the music going, Monster Energy behind us, all these people down here, and all they want to do is just be a part of this off-road scene, and they give so much support as you've seen in the past.
Yeah, myself and my co-driver, Todd Baxter, we were talking last night. We said, how do we bring an atmosphere like Ensenada back to Rochester, New York? I mean, the event down here, the people down here, their hearts are into it. And this is what they have, and you guys are very blessed to have it. And I hope they realize that, racing is at the core of Ensenada and in everyone's heart here along the peninsula. And it's an awesome thing. I mean, some people have baseball teams, some people have football teams or whatever. The Ensenada people have Baja, and that's pretty special.
And the cool part is down here, it's a holiday. This whole weekend coming up here to the 1,000 and the 500, it's a holiday. The schools are shut down. Like the post office, I don't know if they're really shut down, but it's a holiday for at least all the kids, and a lot of businesses actually shut down that are outside of town if they're not here, and everybody's making money off it. But it just shows it's a testament to these people, and probably the only way to make this happen in Rochester is bring some buses out here and just bus all of our Mexican friends down here and all the off-road fans. Pretty much the only way to get it done, because there's just nothing like being down here, as you said. And you come down here, It doesn't matter how many times, if it's your first time you come down here, you are just rock star. This is their Super Bowl down here, the Baja 1000, the biggest off-road race in the world, and it really shows, and you could feel it, not only just walking through Contingency, but as you said, out on course too. Something happens, they're the first ones underneath there with the wrenches.
Yeah, you said it right when you said the vibe. You know, I just had a little kid sit in the car, and the father came up. He goes, "Man, that is the greatest thing you ever did." And I said, "Are you kidding me?" And the kid's smile on his face. The other day at the beach when we were getting our car checked, little kid came up in his PJs, literally his pajamas. We set him in the car. You know, unbeknownst to us, he puts up a #1 sign on his hand, and we all started laughing. You know what I mean? That kid just was so joyous to be inside the car. Just great vibe. You guys got a great city. I mean, truly, truly great city. I'm not standing on stage telling you that. This place is awesome. It really is. So generous, and you just feel it in your heart.
And let's talk about some on the front door. You're a veteran of the good old US of A, and yeah, we thank you for your service. Tell me about some of your background. You're not just a normal. You weren't just working in the kitchen, man. You did some hardcore stuff. I believe you're a ranger. Is that right?
So, yeah, there's a couple of veterans on the team, and that's where this car came from. My nephew, he was an Army paratrooper on a hilltop in Afghanistan years ago, and he called me on the sat phone, and I don't think he was having the best day. And we'd always talked about doing the 1000, you know, since I've been little, and I watched it with my father on Wide World of Sports, you know, years ago. So I told my nephew, I said, I'm going to look for a car, and we're going to start building that car. And he got out, and that's just what we did. We found this suburb just on the east side of Rochester. We bought it for $800, brought it back to the garage, and like every other garage build story goes, you know, worked hard day and night, and obviously the product is in front of us now. So hopefully we can get to the finish line. That's all we want. We just want to get to the finish line.
You know, we talk about how great it is down here. Just making it this far down here, especially from New York, it's a win-win. You guys already won. You talk about the vibe down here, the people. I mean, it's just a good time. But into that finish, I mean, that's definitely what you guys are looking for.
If we get to the finish, you might want to meet me here. Okay, we'll have an absolute ball. Roger, if you're listening, you're invited to have a beer with me right here in about 48 hours, all right? That sounds great. If everyone wants to meet here when we finish, it'll be a great thing. We're really, really praying and hoping we finish. It's a gift. We realize that.
I'll tell you, I'm not going to go anywhere. I promise you I'll be right here, but I wouldn't miss it for anything. I'm super stoked you guys came back up. You guys did push through yesterday. You went through tech, but you made the effort to come all the way back out here today. You know, kind of a day off. Nothing else really to do, but we really appreciate you guys going the extra effort and coming out here and getting your interview. Anybody else watching at home? I know there's some wives, some girlfriends at home, and as we know, that's the most important part, to get that checked off their list. Okay, go boys. Go down to Baja, all the way across the U.S., down to Baja, and get it done. And I'm sure they're watching at home right now.
Yeah, they are. My wife, and I'll speak for all of our wives, they're sweethearts. They really are. I mean, we talk a lot of crap when we're away from them, but we love them with all our hearts. I miss my wife something fierce. These guys all do too. And to have, have it in their hearts to let us go try to run down our dreams in a Volkswagen Bug from 1973, that says a lot. We appreciate all of them. We really do.
Yeah, that's definitely important. Anybody else want to say anything? Anybody on the team? Yeah, you guys are welcome to come up. This is all about you guys. You guys are on the stage right here. It doesn't matter how long you've been coming down here. And who do we have right here?
I'm Brian Traum.
So, Brian, what do you think about being down here in Bali? This is your first trip down here, man. As Matt said, it's all about the vibe, the good times. We got music going in the background. It's just a party everywhere you go.
Yeah, I heard the stories from last year, and I was like, oh, that sounds awesome, and he asked me to tag along. It's nothing like I expected. I mean, it is absolutely amazing down here. Like he said, the people, we went pre-running. I thought it was the desert. We're going over rocks the size of this car, and I'm like, wow, this is, it's absolutely phenomenal. Yesterday during Contingency, just people were so excited to see us. And yeah, it's a great feeling to be down here.
It's like coming down and being a rock star for the weekend. I mean, no matter what you're driving, like I said, and the people down here, they give that feeling. They do. They really appreciate you guys, especially people coming all the way across the country or in your guys' all the way from New York.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels good to be out of the snow right now. So, I want to say thank you to my wife. She's back home with the kids right now. I'm pretty sure she's watching. So, love everybody back home.
Right, who's our next driver over here?
My name's John Bosch.
So, John, you ready to go, man? You've been down here before. You rode bikes down here, man, but a little bit different. As we say, age comes a cage, and there's nothing better, especially with this great group of guys down here.
I say that almost every day. With age comes a cage. It's great. Every year it gets better. I like the car. and I think we got a pretty good chance this year of finishing. And I'd like to thank everybody from our sponsors to my wife and all the people of this town.
Great having you out. And our next driver over here, who do we have?
Ryan Kaza.
And Ryan, man, you ready to go? So were you on the bike team? He kind of pointed it to you guys, said a couple of you guys rode down here before. So is this your first maiden voyage down to Baja?
Yeah, this is actually my 5th trip down here. I've raced the bike down here 2 times before, and actually I just came down to help support these guys this year and get them through the course.
That's good stuff. So yeah, it's all about support and bringing a good. And I didn't ask Matt, but who are you guys pitting with? I mean, you guys probably got at least one chase vehicle, but you guys using Baja pits or Checkers, or who are you using?
Yep. We've got actually 4 chase crews this year plus Baja pits. So I know the guys at Moto Seat have helped us out a ton, helping these guys pre-run and stuff. I know those guys will be critical down towards Matomi Wash and stuff like that. So. Then we've got just 3 other crews spread out throughout the course to help get everybody along.
So your guys, these are all guys from New York as well?
Most of us are from New York, yeah. A few guys from the West Coast as well.
That's good stuff. Anybody you want to thank watching at home too?
There's so many people. All of our friends and family basically gather around us to help us put this together and be able to come down here. Matt does a great job of gathering people together and gaining support for this kind of effort. So it takes a lot of people, and it's interesting to see people at home. They see what we do and we come down here and stuff, but I don't know that everybody necessarily realizes how much actual effort goes into thinking about it at home, 12 months in advance to actually showing up here this weekend. So
that's it. And basically, yeah, like you said, 12 months. You guys will go home. You'll start planning for the next 1,000 next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, great having you guys out, man. Thanks for making the trip. Good to have you down here for your 5th trip.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
All right, and our next driver up here, race Baja shirt on. Who do we got?
Jeff Bellis.
Jeff, man, what do you think? You've been down here before? Were you on the bike team, or how many times you've been down here in Baja?
I chased the bike team in the 48th, and I was down last year with these guys. This is my 3rd time here.
So it's good to be back, and each year it just gets a little crazier, and you never know what Baja's going to, especially being a chase guy, that's equally as important. It doesn't matter from the sponsors, the drivers, the chase guys are probably the most important, to be able to handle what comes up. And it basically, somebody, when you finish here, it's like, especially a win, it's not how many problems you had, or excuse me, if you had a problem, it's how many problems you have down here. I mean, it's Baja racing, it's the gnarliest terrain anywhere on the planet, and if nobody's been here before, they have no idea what it's like down here.
Yeah, you're right. It's incredible, and it's a difficult job to chase these guys down, trying to figure out where everyone is, keeping everyone together. Where is our car? That's what that's the challenging part for me. Communications.
That's it, communications. And what communication systems you guys using?
We have our 2-way and sat phones, so line of sight and sat phones.
That's it. Well, that's good. Well, we got the Baja weather up in the air, so you could actually be able to have that relay, which is something cool to have a little, you're out there in the middle of nowhere. People don't realize Baja, it's a big town here in Ensenada, but as soon as you get out on course, it's a whole nother world. I mean, you're sometimes out there, especially if you break down, it seems like you are on the moon.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think this year we're a little more north, so we're going to have cell reception for a little bit further, which is nice. Maybe even a little data, so we can track that way. But yeah, it's a challenge.
That's right. You can check it out on our Score International, our Score Off-Road app, and be able to track you guys. Well, I hope they're tracking at home. Well, good luck to you guys. And Matt, one more quick word over here, buddy. Great to see you again, man. And there's only one thing we got to do is be up here at the finish line, man. I'll be waiting for you.
I really hope. That if you could say a quick prayer for us, that'd be great. We hope to be back here and sometime Sunday or whatever. But it would really be a great feeling. We'll see. We're here. We put the work in, so now the work really begins.
That's it, man. Well, we're looking forward to it, buddy. Great to see the whole team out here, and thanks again for coming down here and bringing this 585 effort. So stick around. We're just continuing our contingency. About 40 more minutes here. This is day number 3. If you're watching at home and you don't know, you were wondering why the race isn't going on. We had a rain delay, 1 day, 24 hours. So we're going to start our bikes at 3 a.m. right here, and the trophy trucks will kick off our 4-wheel vehicles at 10:30 a.m. So business as usual tomorrow. Stick around right here. We got some more videos coming up, and as drivers come across the line here, we'll continue our interviews. If we don't have any more, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning right here at the same place, different time. Stick around. This is the BF Goodrich Score Baja 1000, brought to you by 4 Wheel Parts.